the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go live.
So obviously they're bringing out all the stars for this fight. LeBron's been confirmed, Kobe's been confirmed, Mark Wahlberg. Everybody will be ringside come tomorrow night for this heavyweight super fight. Do you feel that this could be the fight that puts Deontay Wilder, should he come out victorious, on that superstardom that Mike Tyson was once on and Muhammad Ali was once on? Because a lot of the American public really don't know who he is, or, you know, he really doesn't have the backing that those fighters did. Do you think tomorrow night could be what puts him to that next level?
Well, I think tomorrow night's a big trampoline for him. It can catapult him into an area where he hasn't been. Is he ever going to rise to those others? I mean, we're talking about people who are truly worldwide iconic figures. There'll never be another Muhammad Ali. There'll never be anybody like Mike Tyson. But that shouldn't be the goal. He should be the only Deontay Wilder. And he has a great opportunity to become much more well-known, to solidify his place in boxing right now. And to, when you beat the lineal champion, the man who beat the man who beat the man, and you have a WBC belt, you know, you're pretty well there at the pinnacle of your profession. So I think it'll do a lot to help Deontay. And you know, I really like Deontay, and I would like to see all good things happen for him. I'm not picking a winner, and I'm not anything but objective in the fight, but I've been with him, obviously, since the Olympics back in Beijing, and see what he has overcome to get to this time, and obviously his daughter, and just the whole story. And it's an incredible story about Tyson Fury as well, who is now looked up to by just millions of people around the world for the advocacy of overcoming mental health issues, and the life that he has led, and being born 1 pound, and now getting in the ring to try and reclaim his championship. So there's a lot for everybody in this fight, and whoever comes out of it, as you suggested, is going to be much further along tomorrow than they were yesterday.
Absolutely. Both men, very touching stories, very genuine individuals. I've gotten the chance to speak to both men. Do you feel that, at least in the United States, that we do have an issue with maybe people supporting the sport like what we once did? Because from my personal opinion, the sport in the United States was always at its highest when we had a heavyweight champ to basically support, and a heavyweight champ. Obviously, Wilder was the first one in a while to do so. Mayweather wasn't the exception. But what do you feel needs to happen in the U.S. to get the sport back to, you know, what it once was, as far as everybody talking about the fight? Do you feel Deontay Wilder could do that, be that heavyweight champ to bring back the buzz in the U.S.?
I think it'll help. I don't want to put that on him. I think there are a lot of issues. Fighters have to want to have the best fights and want to have to fight each other. Promoters that are antagonized by each other, and so forth, and then competing networks have fighters. So it gets very, very tangled, this web that we have woven, and to untangle it is going to take, you know, considerable effort in doing on the, you know, on behalf of a lot of folks who have to come together. The sport has a tremendous following. The sport sells out arenas and stadiums all across the world. So I just it's a complicated question that can't be answered in 35 seconds on a television interview. Sorry about that. I mean,
No. You're completely right. I just feel like, you know, we obviously heard Buster Douglas touch on, like, Olympic boxing and how it was bigger then, and that helped these fighters back in the 80s, and it helped the Mike Tyson, and it helped all these fighters. But, you know, here we are, and we don't even know if we'll have Olympic boxing in 2020, and a lot of corruption. And obviously, perfect example, we have Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia come March. But in reality, it should be Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko. But as you said, because of the promoters and because of, you know, obviously money and everybody antagonizing each other, we can't get those fights that the fans want to see, and that the you know, households should see. The people that don't really watch boxing, those are the fights that get people into boxing, those super fights. Do you see those fights actually happening? The Errol Spence and the Bud Crawfords and the Mikeys and the Lomas?
Those are questions for people who are promoting and managing the fighters. Those are left up to those folks. And the business of boxing and the sport of boxing are not necessarily always intertwined. So, like I said just a few moments ago, they have to untangle this web. And I'm hopeful that they will. And but I think we're on a good track. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate your time.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.